I'm Lucille, the Noah's Ark OT, and this is my second video looking at games that you can play with your children that will be stimulating eye movements. So our first thing we're going to look at are bubbles. So we are all well aware of blowing them. What I'm going to suggest is that you catch them like this. And with this bubble, if your child can blow it off, that's fantastic. Otherwise, if they also have the skills with their finger, then a nice game is to touch the middle, which brings that hand-eye coordination in, and then you can re-blow it over and over, actually. If you've got a child that's more mobile, then you can blow your bubbles and ask them to stamp on them as they start to hit the floor, or to clap them. So, if I'm quick enough. The blowing, if they can blow the bubbles themselves, that's fantastic, and we will be touching next time on blowing and sucking and its links with eye movements. So next thing, if we're talking about bath time, then I've got some jugs that I've made up that have food colouring in them, but you could use beetroot juice, broccoli juice, any colours. And my suggestion is that at bath time, you have a beaker that's got a hole in, and I'm not sure how clear this will be, but as you pour it through, they can guess they can tell you what colour is coming out, so that you can do different colours. That was a red. Obviously, the less holes, the more specific their eye movements will be. Getting them to say what colour they see is nice. Otherwise, just the sensation of that dripping on them is fun. Next thing, I'm going to suggest that if you've got one, you dig out your old marble run. I'm hoping that's lined up so you can see it. There we go, right, that's a marble run. So my plan with this is that, having spent some time playing with their eyes, you might know if you want to develop their horizontal tracking, in which case you could build your marble run so that it was more of a sideways shape, or if you want to be looking at them scanning and tracking down, you could be building one that goes down more vertically. You can also try, if you haven't got one, to make your own marble run. The insides of wrapping paper, toilet rolls stuck together, it's not easy, but with ping pongs and things like that, you can see what you can put together, even if it's just a one line that they roll across. So you cut it so that they can see the ball rolling as opposed to it being a tunnel. Next thing that I'm going to suggest is that you see if you've got a balloon knocking around. So actually, this is a balloon that's got an LED light in it. So for a child that you just want to be working with their eye movements for, you bouncing that and seeing if they track it to them, away from them, sideways, is quite nice. Another game to play, which is actually easier without the LED lights, is if they've got the ability to see if they can bounce it up and down a certain number of times before it hits the floor. That is much easier without the LED. The balloons are much slower and easier to control. If you haven't got a balloon in your house at the moment and you haven't got a way to get one, then you can blow up a rubber glove. They're a little bit heavier. They don't float as gently, so they're harder to control. The slowness of a big balloon is easier. But again, just thinking about the different directions that you're doing it, try just from one to the other. I'm hoping you can see that on the screen. And that's my games for today. Look forward to giving you some more ideas in video 3. Thank you.